So it's away we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
He has found the way through. Pressing high and with purpose. Bellingham, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah.
Vinicius Junior!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Rodrigo. Oh, such a clever touch. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bellingham. Still goalless. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Bellingham. Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. Mendy. And it's Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Rodrigo. And it's Tchouaméni. Now it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. Rodrigo. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Here's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodrigo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Threads one in. Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Now it's Rodrigo. The pressing, that's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Camavinga. That's tidy. Bellingham.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Mbappe! The captain scores!
Well, I can tell you, that'll definitely liven up the half-time team talk. Scoring first is always a plus, but scoring with that level of quality will surely lift every member of that team now.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Madrid just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Madrid have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So straight into the second half. Madrid takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Driving through the middle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rodrigo. Bellingham. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Mendy.
Madrid are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Alexander-Arnold. He is through here. And it's Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. And he shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Now it's Rodrigo. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vinicius Junior, he's picked his way through. Always onto this. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, good-looking ball. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Space for him to turn and look, and he welcomes it in. That is lovely. And it's Camavinga. Oh, important interception. Camavinga, probing pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Here's Chouameni. Now he's got space here, and he's got the beating of his man.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Chouameni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Mbappe. Chouameni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, super ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance, surely! Just cruising. They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Camavinga, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham going forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries to play it through. Nice interception, well timed. Vinicius Junior, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Un minuto de descuento.
Camavinga, Bellingham. And that will be it. Madrid really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Madrid definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Bellingham. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Nicely aimed pass. Bellingham. And here's the chance to counter. The ball is loose and the chase is on. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, there's a probing ball. And the counter is on. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And he's managed to get free. And that's gone loose. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Bellingham. Aimed beyond the defence. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now it's Camavinga. Great vision. And that's a Camavinga! Rudiger. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Camavinga. Bellingham. He might be in here! Picked out brilliantly.
Madrid really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Rudiger. Camavinga. Now it's Rodrigo. Camavinga. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bellingham has been caught there, it's a foul. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Now it's Rodrigo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, easy pickings there. Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. That's tidy. Oh, that's fabulous. Has to go back here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's having a go! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Chance to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Chouameni. And it's Bellingham. Rodrigo. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. And that could set him on his way. It's a promising position. Camavinga receives it in a good position here. Camavinga really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Se acabó el primer tiempo. De momento hay empate, pero seguro que nos acabamos llevando la victoria.
Down to business again.
Madrid really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
That's a good foray he's making. Pass somewhat off target. And that interception was most necessary. Rodrigo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Rodrigo. Bellingham running with intent. Oh, perfectly measured that. Camavinga. Now Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Camavinga. Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. Header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Chouameni cuts it out. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Now that's well seen too. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's not an especially... That could spell trouble. He's found a way through. Rodrigo. And it's Bellingham. Oh, this looks sharp. Look at the space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. Camavinga. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get on the end of this? He is just caressing the ball. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's superb. And he shoots! And no mistake. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted. And they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And here's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that.
Goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5.
So we have movement on both benches. We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Not the most accurate pass. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely bit of skill. Nice physical challenge. That has been slung wide. And here's Mbappe.
Madrid really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Diaz. Threads one in. Shot could be on. Oh, important interception. Distributed tidily. Can he spark a counter here? 5 minutes left on the clock. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All hands on deck for this one. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And he's going to have his name taken. Mastantuono. Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that will be it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Madrid have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix...
Bellingham! And for a moment, time stood still. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
It's hard to overlook someone with the talent of this guy, Randall Kolo Muani. OK, it's a little premature to start comparing him to some of the best, but he's mainly a right-sided forward, and he really does have great potential in terms of goals and assists. And you're not going to find many greater on the counter-attack. That's when he is at his very best, when it's quick from back to front.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Dembele. Great big chance! Goal! France! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Arda Güler. Conte. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Thinks about the shot. Bellingham.
Madrid really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Rudiger. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Güler. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Conte. Camavinga. Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tchouaméni with the short one. He's being urged to shoot. He's having a shot! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So they have it all to do again. There's the shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Vinicius Junior, and he's running through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kolo Muani. Camavinga. And here's Kante. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Doué. Couldn't squeeze it through. Eder Militao. Now he's off and running. Well timed, excellent interception. Doué. Doué is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Colomwani. Oh, nice touch. Conte. Doué! Not the most accurate pass. Good ball, good take. And a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's loose, and there's a race. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, terrible pass. This looks promising. And he's gone backward here. That's tidy. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. France get the ball rolling in the second half. And it's Dembele. He's picked his way through. The ball goes in. Asensio with the clearance. Chouameni. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That is good strength. He's under a lot of pressure there. Can he get on the end of this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, just skips past chance! Conte looking understandably energised after his goal.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Mbappe. Asensio did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior chooses to go cross-field. And it's Arda Güler. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dembele. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it out wide. And they're on him in a flash. He's only too happy to take that back. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
Now it's Colomouani. Bellingham, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Camavinga. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Conte. And here's Colomouani. Lovely pass, but can he... It's Dembele! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
Well,
dorsal
the two
6,
coaches are signalling
el dorsal
changes here,
17,
both at the same time.
El dorsal 5 serán sustituidos por
Mendy.
el dorsal 8. El dorsal
France.
12,
Oh, what a mistake!
el dorsal 11.
He's one-on-one. Can he finish? Goal, France! And they've got their lead back. Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Madrid really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That could spell trouble. Out for a throw. Chouameni. It's a quick ball upfield. Thuram chasing after it. Olise. Ball played for Conte. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he plays one through. That is lovely. Traoré. And here's Mbappe.
Madrid really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And the finish! And again! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Valverde. Mbappe! That has been cut short. And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
France definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle. Something they jumped onto nice and early and continuously exploited.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.